Hello, my name is Kevin. I am a lawyer with 15 years of experience, and now I will tell you what to do if you fail a JDP background check. JDP is a leading provider of services to check the background of employees and is based in Providence, Rhode Island. Among the top features it offers is access to a diverse selection of services, ranging from criminal background checks to credit scoring. The focal point of the company is to protect and ensure surety in the process of hiring and decision-making over employing potential prospects. The checking background by JDP is one of the vital processes carried out for selecting workers as it forms a key role in checking for risks and ensuring that the company is safe from possible fraudulent practices or unprofessional behavior. The process of JDP background checks is much more than just finding the criminal record of the person or reviewing their credit history. This is especially so in situations where financial responsibility is required. Time spent on completing the checkup work is quite long and relies on how much information is being processed. It should be noted that such checks are carried out with an aim of keeping the workplaces and corporate assets secure as well as ensuring compliance with all necessary norms and standards. What is the mechanism of checking the background on JDP? The process involves a series of critical steps that contribute towards the overall picture of the candidate. The candidate submits an application for his background check with the JDP. This application comprises details that are required for the purpose of the JDP evaluation. Information collection. The information is collected from various sources, including governmental and private databases. The process is then followed by a review of the criminal background, checking the credit history, and verifying the educational and work history of a candidate. Analysis of information. Further on, information analysis occurs. In this aspect, the specialists at JDP scrutinize the information gathered on its pertinence and veracity. They check if the provided information corresponds to the requirements set by the client prior to issuing the report. In short, the process further involves the creation of a detailed report based on the result. In this report, information is provided regarding the status of the JDP background check, while also providing complete detail regarding all the identified facts. The report can contain in it such details as details of court cases, financial issues, false information given by the candidate, and other important details. Time limits. One of the key issues for employers is the amount of time it takes to check the background of a JDP. Mostly, the process will take several days to a week, depending on the complexity of the investigation and the availability of information. JDP companies are working as fast as they can to give our clients quick services within the given time frame. In this regard, the process of JDP for carrying out background checks represents a significant investigative procedure meant to check any potential risks that come with new employees. Here are step-by-step instructions to help improve your background check outcome. To minimize the possibility of a negative JDP background check outcome, there are a few steps to take before your potential employer even sends a background check request. Check your credit history. Check your credit report for any inaccuracies or errors. You can do this by contacting the 3 credit bureaus and requesting your report. Do a self-check criminal history. Since there is the scope for the JDP background check status to span 7 to 10 years, you can check your court records within those databases. This will allow you to identify any errors or provide explanations to the employer. Education and work history documents. Ensure you have copies of all documents that evidence your education and work experience. This will help speed up the verification process and lower the likelihood of more delays occasioned by the need for extra information verification. Checking with your references. Ensure that your references are ready to verify your employment history and qualifications. If you give your references a prior alert about this issue, they can expedite the course of taking the reference or securing reference letters. Explanation. Prepare to have ready a clear and precise explanation of every element of your background that may cause a JDP background check to make an unflattering comment about you to your employer. For example, if the time frame of the JDP background check goes as far back as a period when you had financial difficulties, then be prepared to explain what brought about the financial difficulties. Correction. In case, during the preparation process, you discover errors in information that can be used in the background check, then immediately apply for correction with the concerned agencies or organizations. Consult with a lawyer. In case the status of the JDP background check may result in negative prospects due to serious issues, then consult with a lawyer specializing in employment law or data privacy law. He or she will be able to advise you on the best course of action and help you deal with potential problems. By following these step-by-step instructions, you will enhance your chances of a successful outcome of your JDP background check and minimize the likelihood of all manner of shocks that might disturb your subsequent employment. Live stories. The importance of due proof live stories will help draw attention to the importance of 100% checks that have to be done by a JDP. Let us look at some real lives as examples, when not taking into account or other technicalities would have entailed most serious consequences for an individual's life and his career. These serve to demonstrate that the presence or absence of such information can be effective not only in a person's daily functioning, but also in obtaining the right information and passing exams. James and credit report. James found himself just a step from achieving his dream of working in the financial sector when he realized that a harsh statement in his credit report was preventing him from getting hired. A check of the applicant's credit reference report pointed out his outstanding debt, which he did not know existed. Such an error proved extremely hard to correct and rightly hard to repair. Emily and the criminal record. Emily had risen quite high in her career, but after an erroneous check of her JDP revealed a mistaken claim that she was a criminal, she lost the promotion. The revelation was timely. Otherwise, the details could have surfaced much later to make a complete recovery impossible. Michael and the window of time for the check. Michael had been unsuccessfully applying for a position in the IT sector because the information appeared in JDP that showed a wrong move years back that his employer had now noticed. The fact was that if they had done the check within the window of time allowed by JDP, then the employer wouldn't have detected that misbehavior, since he had no experience in a similar job. Sarah and the check status. Sarah lost her job when the employer she was supposed to be interviewed with saw the status of the check on JDP, saying that the position was in process because her reference had still not been completed. By the time everything was cleared up, the position had already been closed. Tomas and the check of education. While trying to apply for a job, Tomas wrote in his resume something about the fact that he had completed his university degree, but then it was discovered after JDP analysis that this was not so. The fact was a good one, but the educational check showed the difference, which meant he didn't sound reliable to the employee. These samples re-highlight the fact that every detail regarding the process of conducting a check on JDP, as well as its preparation, are important to get maximum quality. They also illustrate how the practice of a jury can be very helpful in protecting the rights and interests of the candidates or employees who have faced such a situation. Advantages of addressing our law firm. Addressing our law firm offers several benefits in case you encounter problems with checks from JDP in the process of the investigations by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. Here are several key aspects that differentiate us from the other legal services. Expertise in FCRA. We specialize in FCRA legislation, along with its regulations concerning the investigations carried out by JDP, which include all types of investigations. It makes it possible for us to identify the violation efficiently and defend our clients' rights. Free legal services. Most of our services become free for our clients, according to FCRA, since the offense is usually borne by the respondent, generally, the entity that violated your rights. This means you will be getting professional legal services with no actual cost to you. 100 satisfied and million compensations won. Our success stories are those tens of thousands of satisfied clients that we have helped with their legal problems related to JDP investigations. We have obtained millions of dollars as compensation for our clients, thus ensuring justice and making sure our clients are fairly compensated for the suffered misdeed. Working with FCRA. Our deep knowledge and experience with FCRA ensure that all the aspects of your case are reviewed in detail, thus guaranteeing maximum favorable consideration, ultimately leading to the best achievable result. What you choose by choosing our law firm as your lawyer is a reliable partner who will protect your interests and ensure that you will receive a fair and deserved compensation for your losses. Our goal is not just the solution of the problem right now, but also its possibility of not reoccurring in the future, so as to guarantee your long-term interests. We endeavor to make sure that every client feels safe and secure during the process of resolving their legal issues concerning investigations by JDP. How we operate. Primary consultation. At this stage, we discuss the details of your case, ensuring that we understand what was done wrong and if there are any effective actions for us to stop in protecting your rights. Document analysis. We will carefully analyze all the documentation that has been given, including reports about checks made from the phone JDP, to reveal the regulatory violations. Ensurement of strategy. On the basis of such information, we develop a strategy to protect your interests and take into consideration all the possible legal and factual perspectives. Representation of clients' interests. We represent your interests at all stages of the process, from negotiations with the defendant to the trial, if necessary. Your protection, our priority. Our mission is to make sure that each client who faced any issue caused by the faulty background JDP verification found the finest legal help he has received and thus finds the best way to find his solution. We assure not only professionalism and the competence of everyone involved in the work, but also sincere desire to ensure the best result for you. If you have been dealing with unfairness or violations regarding the process of background JDP verification, do not let it remain unattended. Make contact with our specialists for professional support and protection of your rights. Together, we will ensure justice and provide you with a safe future without any unwarranted legal risk. Our contact information is in the description. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Take care and succeed.